You are listening to KYST 89.3 FM, The Bone, also heard on AM 1400, The Growler, and now simulcast on local access television channel number 22 in South Tucson. Oh, man. Coming up next, South Tucson Youth Football. All right, how you guys doing? Woo! It is 6:20. We're going to get done right around the time takeover gets started, so let's go right to the game. I'm not even going to take some time right now. It's just me for the moment. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else popped in yet. Nope. Not at the moment, but give it time. First game coming up right now. House of Guffaws, Comedy Palace, who are 0-1 after a loss. I believe that was one of the ones that was an overtime loss, double overtime loss, to Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store, 23-20 in double overtime in Week 1. They're taking on Bully Factory Children's MMA, who are 1-0. They got a big win over Go Fuck Yourself in Week 1. Let's go right to Star Watch, brought to you by Star Watch, a local access channel on Channel 22, where you can watch two guys watch old Star Wars Search episodes. So starting things off, there you see. We're going to go right to left on that one. That is House of Guffaws, Comedy Palace, their star players. Defensive tackle, Sponge McDonald. Also on defense, strong safety, Naveri Entyson. And their star player is the running back, Hercules Paul Roma. Their opponents on Bully Factory Children's MMA. You are seeing on the far left their star running back, Literal Garbage. Also, their coach, Ralph Marshall, would like to think that their real star of the player is their quarterback, his son, Goose Marshall. Yes, Ralph Marshall named his son Goose. Yep, that happened. And I don't know who that punter is, but let's get the actual other star player there. It is wide receiver, Mission Complete. So, is that Will that just joined us? Got Will and Roll?
You're listening to AM 1400, The Growler.
Ah, that's your. Are you our Growler affiliate?
The Growler.
Hercules Paul Roma is both powerful and glorious. Yeah, I mean, as a running back, that's kind of thing. All right, real quickly, who you guys got in this one?
Oh, I've got to go with the sad men and women on the Bully Factory.
Okay. Let's go down to the Muni.
I'm sure Will takes the opposite of the choice.
Wait.
All right, after this, you are looking live at Municipal Field number 40 for the first half of our doubleheader here tonight. Saturday night, under the lights in South Tucson, is Bully Factory Children's MMA in the away uniforms, white with yellow pants and a blue helmet. They are receiving, that is House of Guffaws, Comedy Palace, kicking off left to right on your radio dial. In the all green.
I like House of Guffaws.
All right. And we got Literal Garbage with a 19-yard return to get things started. Look for a two-pronged attack from Bully Factory between Literal Garbage and Goose Marshall being forced to throw in the ball. And Goose Marshall starting things off. A lot of time in that pocket. Chucks it, and it's caught by Josiah Crowder for a 19-yard gain right from scrimmage, 10 seconds into this game. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to roll through that whole beginning because I didn't want too much downtime since I know we have TakeOver at 8 p.m., and I don't want to miss that since I got started a little late. So, hi, Will.
That's the reason I showed up. I didn't know what time it started.
Ah.
I could ask somebody here.
It should have been 6. I just was running late because I was doing another game. And that is Hassan Sands with a 10-yard gain on the pass. Look at the offense of these two teams. You may remember from the times we showed Bully Factory last year that Bully Factory, the uniform colors are appropriate. They're running West Virginia's offense, so very fast, like to just run and gun kind of thing.
They like to gang up on people.
Mm-hmm.
Push them around.
Well, that's a West Virginia thing more so than exactly. And House of Guffaws, I don't know if we even showed them last season, excuse me. They run the Air Force. They run Air Force's offense. I don't know why. but they have Air Force, the offensive Air Force.
They kind of sucked, but they're good kids.
I have no idea what Air Force's offense, like what that thing is. That's an NTQ. Seth made that. I have no idea. That's a good slant route. 4 yards. Couldn't get the
I would
turn.
assume that Air Force would ironically do a lot of runs.
Probably. Air Force football offense.
Keep
Let's
it
see
on
what
the
I can find
ground.
out about it.
Do not throw the ball.
The flexbone formation? A quarterback, 5 offensive linemen, 3 running backs, and varying numbers of tight ends and wide receivers. Well, it's what they say.
In a sport where the quarterback holds on to the center's butt.
I love this. Air Force Academy head coach Fisher DeBerry, which is a great name, by the way, was once quoted as saying, "We need to be more flexible in the bone." Hence the term flex bone was born.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know. I don't know if this is actually what... I don't actually know if this is what Air Force uses.
Fisher DeBerry must be at least 65 years old. At least. To say that, not laugh. Like, was there any, like, off-the-record chuckling that got left out of that?
I don't know. I'm so confused by this.
I don't know who Fisher DeBerry is.
That's a great name, though.
He's a senior citizen.
He sounds like a Southern aristocrat. And I'm guessing they punted, because I totally wasn't paying attention while I was looking that up.
they got a turnover.
Oh, the turnover on downs, right, because they went for on 4th. Well, here we have House of Guffaws on 3rd and 15 already. Solid defense right now by Bully Fact to keep them from moving upfield. But that's a great catch. Oh, he had space. Darren Robusto, 23 yards. And a first down for House of Guffaws. Kirby Lake. That's a pretty good first completed pass.
Well, you got to start off your routine with your best joke.
Okay, they run the option. That's basically what it is. They run the option.
They're going to do low passes. That's not... Come on. No. Go big.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Don't look at me. That's Hercules Palromo only getting a yard on that one. Don't look at me. That was Seth deciding these offensive playbooks for the team. So we got a variety here.
Goddamn West Coast offenses doing the high percentage plays. I can only watch so many Spider 2-Eye bananas.
Are we just talking about football?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe we're talking about John Gruden eating a banana live on TV.
That's erotic, is what that is. And that's 3rd and 4 for House of Guffaws. They've moved over the other side of the 50-yard line, so we're talking...
He has a quarterback camp and a banana eating camp. You don't want to go to the second one.
Oh, well, he got sacked. But I think what happened is they're going to call it an incomplete. I thought he might have fumbled that. But either way, the punt unit comes out. It's 4th and 4. And House of Guffaws are going to give this ball right back to Bully Factory at the 40. That punt maybe dribbled about 10 yards, and that's even counting from where the punter lined up from.
I'm just catching up on that sack. Dear Lord. I think he gave him a purple nipple on the way down, too.
Yeah, right? Not the talent, by the way, to be able to crank the nipple.
Under the pad.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a big boy, then the pad don't exactly fit.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And we got our first face mask, so everybody drink. Everybody, what you drinking tonight? I have a nice, I have a glass bottle, and inside of it are smaller glass bottles that I'm drinking.
Interesting.
I have melted down 5 multi-packs actually, of Hall's Extra Strong Menthol cough drops.
Nice.
And that's turned into a nice glaze. I've blended that in with some ham still on the bone. And that is a nice little smoothie for me. It's a little thick.
A little ham and cough drop smoothie. That was Goose Marshall, by the way. And his father is furious because he didn't get the touchdown. It was a huge 40-yard gain, though. Start things off in the red zone. And that's broken up in the end zone. Great throw. Very difficult catch to make.
You didn't ask me what I'm drinking.
Oh, Will, what are you drinking? Sorry.
I was going to intro me in on that one. I'm
Will,
drinking
what are you drinking?
Well, I'm feeling like a Jamaican, so I'm just going to drink some curried Coke.
Curry powdered?
No, curried Coke.
Oh, curry Coke.
Curry cocaine, you know.
Nice.
No, curried Coca-Cola.
Got
No.
battery acid in the chat.
Face mask.
As always, I'm drinking a pistol with 1 bullet and hoping we don't have 6 face masks. Oh no, we're down to 2 already. Chip Pratt with a face mask. Oh, sleepy timey. No, don't do it. Say it ain't so.
Well, we may or may not get to the end of this experiment. Godspeed.
And there's the handoff. Literal garbage gets the touchdown. Bully Factory is on the board.
Well, it's going to be better than Michigan, whose Bully Factory parents were very upset at the start of the game.
Yeah, they're winning now. It's not as fun.
It's more fun when the Wolverines lose, yes.
It's more fun when ranked teams just lose in general.
Well, Michigan is well represented by literal garbage on the Bully Factory, so...
Well, there you go. And the kickoff, extra point is good, of course. It's 7-0. Minute 8 left to go. Hercules Paul Roma returning that one for 19 yards.
I like how you say, of course it's good. We have seen these not work.
We have seen extra points get shanked. Not too often, but...
There are famous extra point shanks in football history. Not too long ago.
Well, not in this game so much, but yeah. Oh, nice. There's the use of the option. Quarterback running. Sees the contact. Pitches it off. Stephen Lilly completing it for a 17-yard gain. Very nicely done. Good lateral right there. And Lilly just hugs the sideline and gets the first down. And that is the offense that is going to be dangerous for Bully Factory.
Well, he went out on a first date with the sideline, but all he got was a hug.
Sorry?
Went out on a first date with the sideline, but all he got was a hug.
By the way, I gotta go inside the bit here for a second. I don't know why I just did that. So I didn't hear you the first time, so I asked you, I'm sorry, what was that? And what I did was I leaned my ear towards the microphone. And I feel like I needed to share that with everyone because that's the dumbest thing.
Big up, Sonny.
And Kirby Lake is taken off, tackled. It's 18 yards, and they are just not inside the 20 yet, but they are moving their way downfield.
I mean, that makes sense if you're like 5.
Yeah. No, but this is where the sound's coming from.
So this, I speak into this, so sound should come out of it.
Clearly.
I mean, if that's not the way it's designed, we need to get some engineers on the fucking job.
For centuries, scientists have attempted to do can-on-string technology for the internet. One day, we may be able to reach this goal.
Automatic first down.
Oh my god.
You okay?
It's just funny. Life is just funny.
Oh, here comes number 3 of 6.
Ruh-roh. And
There is
Paul
a
Roma gets the 8-yard gain.
There is a 1 in 3 chance that we will not see the end of this experiment.
Sleepy Timey, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that you haven't seen a lot of these because
Click.
there are a lot of face masks.
Click.
Kirby Lake, oh, he stopped right at the goal line and dragged down. Well, House of Guffaws at the end of the first quarter are down a touchdown, but they are just a quick elite. They can go for the quarterback lean in and easily tie this game up. Let's see what they do. You see how close he was over. No one has. Well, again, the lack of instant replay really means. Oh, nice pitch play. Oh, but he stopped. Oh, and there's a penalty. It's got to be a face mask.
Personal foul.
Click.
Face mask.
Click, click, click,
Defense.
click. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Click.
Not even gonna get out of the first half of this one. And a first down. I mean, the ball really can't be spotted any closer. In fact, I think it got spotted a little further away that time. But they are on the 1-yard line. Handing it off again. It's Stephen Lilly. Touchdown, Guffaws.
And our gun drinker is breathing a sigh of relief that didn't go on
At
any
least on
further.
this possession, right?
Oh boy. You know, one thing I do like about House of Guffaws is that anytime they call an audible, it's just a Your Mother joke.
It's just the what?
It's a Yo Mama joke.
Oh, nice. Their
But-
audibles are all...
Yeah, it is all Yo Mama jokes, and they're all
audibles are
awful.
Yo Mama jokes.
And they have learned this entire book of Yo Mama
That's
jokes
impressive.
for the
But
audibles.
However, the problem is that sometimes they get to delay a game because they don't finish the joke by the time the play clock is up.
It's a slow build for someone.
Yeah,
yes.
right. Oh, and a nice tackle of literal garbage. Chip Pratt. And he got a nice Pratt fall there, see, because he's half the Guffaws. It's not one we came up with.
That was one that he told you to tell him, the audience.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. There's something. Hold on. Sorry. There's something on the other side of this note. I'm supposed to go. It does say twice, so I did it twice. There you go. And Goose Marshall dumping it off the literal garbage. 3rd and 17. They are moving backwards. And that is Bennett from Guffaws. He'll be out for the game. I didn't see what the play was or what position he is, but that poor kid is going to get a juice box and a solid rub of the knee. Oh, it was bobbled and almost intercepted. It ends up being incomplete. 4th and 17. And the punt unit comes out for Bully Factory. And let's see where this is going to go. The ball is spotted on their own 27. The punt goes to about, that's not a bad punt. It takes a good bounce to the 40, and that is Dion Nunez. 19 yards, putting Calciga Falls on the 39-yard line, and with a chance to take the lead. Triple option wishbone, boys. Gotta love that Air Force football. Yeah, I think it's the wishbone. I know at the very least they run the option. I mean, that's the very least that I can be certain of.
What do you think the wish is of the wishbone? Probably to not run the wishbone.
I was gonna say a capable throwing quarterback.
Yes.
A pocket QB next in our recruiting class.
Quit pretending like we're 12 years old.
I hope that maybe rugby will catch on in America so we can stop doing this.
Yes.
And Paul Roma is brought down for a loss of 2. Brandon O'Connor.
Will they go for it here?
They might. It's
no man's
in.
land.
They're gonna go for it. I mean, they're in. Yeah, they kind of. It's the no man's land area. For those unfamiliar, we're talking about it's too close to the end zone to punt. It's too far for a field goal because these kids they're dumb as rocks and not able to kick these field goals. And it's gonna be a turnover. It's very uneventful on that one. It's just an incomplete pass.
How the entire field is no man's land because they're all 12.
They are 12. Yeah, it's no kids land. Then fine.
No kids.
Too crazy.
Which is the worst amusement park, by the way. No kids land. America's least welcoming amusement park.
You must be this not a child to enter this ride.
You must be this tall to ride, and it's always 6 feet.
Man,
It's just a series of disappointments for kids. Like it's like, oh boy, I want to ride this. Sorry, kid, you're not tall. But that thing's like 6'2". My dad can't even ride. Sorry, kid. Tough shit. And a nice catch. Hassan Sands, 4 yards, stays in bounds. 3rd and 6. Oh, House of Guffaws are not a new team. No, there were only 4 new teams. We didn't. See, that's the thing. Like, we didn't feature. It was really hard to feature all the teams. I'm trying to like get as much of a variety as I possibly can early in the season. That's literal garbage for 12 yards and a first down. Sleepy Time is asking if Guffaws is new. They are not. The catch is the later we get into the season, you know, I want to get you good matchups and I want to get you the ranked teams to focus on. So sometimes, you know, they were just not very good. Let me go and pull up last season's stats so I can give you a little bit about it. Because there's a reason Bully Factory wasn't featured too much either, and that's because neither of them were very good teams last year.
Didn't Bully Factory go over for a little while?
I don't remember that. I can look. Bully Factory finished the season 5-6. 3-4 in conference out of the CSC. I think they got a bowl movement out of that somehow. I don't know how.
Intimidation.
I guess, yeah, because 5-6. What in the world did they do to actually get a?
Oh,
yes, they lost to Crossbow of the Month Club in the Albert Fish Bowl, sponsored by a real jerk Jamaican chicken.
Not to interrupt you, but I just saw another click.
Oh no! Oh,
I'm always a play behind.
No. That's okay. It's fine.
And
Meanwhile, House of Guffaws Comedy Palace finished 4-6, 2-5 in conference in the services division of the Big Small Business Conference, and yeah, not very good. Bully Factory. Let me look at Bully Factory. 0-1. No, they won in week 2 last season. They went 2-1. I think they 2-2. I think they just kind of didn't have any sort of consistency. That was kind of the problem. So yeah, that's why we didn't see these teams.
Out of the Big Small went.
The BSB, yeah, the Big Small Business.
I think one team went pretty much over for a good
Casa de Gordoso went 9-3 on the year. They were 5-2 in conference.
God.
They finished 10th overall. So I think they lost to Bayadad in the participation bowl because 9 versus 10 plays in the participation bowl. Oh, sorry, no, they won. They beat them 31-28, and that's a touchdown. Hassan Sands, 12-yard catch, touchdown, Bully Factory. So yeah, Casa de Gordoso were like the one solid team from that. Rancho Robusto plus-sized Wearhouse had a chance of possibly being all right. They finished 7-5, so they got a bowl movement out of it. But they also lost in the championship game. And yeah, Rancho Robusto did win. They beat Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash in the Mellencamp Bowl.
Sadly.
Yes.
Come on, that was such an anticlimactic finish for Big Greg.
Yeah, it was. It's unfortunate. Well, they got a lot of good chance to make up for this year. It's a new season. I did change up some of the bowl movements, by the way. We still have we don't have any sponsors locked in with them, but we do still have the Mellencamp Bowl. Excuse the Mellencamp Bowl. We still got the Tucsonade Dehydration Bowl, so Tucsonade is going to sponsor that. We still have the HCL Punch Bowl. We've got the Love It or Leave It Bowl. Brant Grant, where does he play? Brant Grant is on Captain Chuck's Adventure Taxi. I remember that because we had them play late in the season last year, or earlier this year, and we're like, oh my god, this team has so many fun names that we didn't come up with. We need to feature them again. But the problem was Captain Chuck's were terrible. Let's see. So we got the Love It or Leave It Bowl, the HCL Punch Bowl, the Tucsonade Dehydration Bowl, the Mellencamp Bowl, the Albert Fish Bowl presented by A Real Jerk Jamaican Chicken. And a new one to it. We got the Never Ending Pasta Bowl this year. And, of course, the Participation Bowl, which will be the number 9 team versus the number 10 team.
Of course, because, well, we need a participation ribbon for these damn millennials.
Exactly. They get a "you tried" out of it, pretty much. They're the ones who just miss out on the playoffs. Because for those unfamiliar with how the season is set up, or actually care, these teams play a 10-game season. The first 3 are non-conference games. Then there are 7 conference games. Thanks to the 4 new teams, every conference has 10 teams divided among 5, divided into 2 divisions. Oh my God! It is snowing like crazy in Michigan. That's amazing.
You never seen snow before?
Yeah, I'm one of those guys. Yes, Captain Chucks were the ones who knocked out Welders who killed Welders' perfect season.
Is it snowing like crazy as in like it's an awesome snow football game, or it's just like, oh, I like snow?
As in, last time they cut to this game, the grass was green, the field was green, and now it's white. Like it was in the sense that it was sudden. Like I was watching this game earlier and it was green.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure Jim Harbaugh isn't just frothing at the mouth a lot?
Might be. No, they're up 20-10. They're fine.
Imagine if we put a professional football team in Alaska.
We should.
I think that's a solid investment for the NFL, just for all the snow games.
I think they should be called the Juno What I'm Sayings.
No, it's got to be in Anchorage or Fairbanks. We depend on the snow, Brian. We can't afford.
They should be called the Fairbanks Unfair Bankers, and we got a field goal attempt.
We can't put around and put it in the peninsula.
29-yard attempt, and House of Guffaws put 3 points on the board. They're only down 4. Bully Factory 14, House of Guffaws 10, with 28 seconds to go in the first half. But yeah, so after 10 games, we will then have each of the conferences will have a championship game, and then the final rankings will be listed. Teams ranked 1 through 8 in the overall rankings will be seeded into a single elimination playoff. 9 versus 10 will face off in the Participation Bowl, and we'll have the other bowl movements as well.
How about this for the team in the Alaskas? The Gravina Island Bridges.
Oh my gosh.
You have mascot
This
as
is going nowhere.
yes. You could have like the president's races, but it's all of like the know nothings of the Republican Party right now.
I thought you were gonna say you could have Ted Stevens Senate seat.
No one ever wins.
Ted Stevens could be one, yeah. Sarah Palin, obviously. Got to have that big giant foam head.
Oh, and Goose Marshall just taken out.
Really been some notable Alaskan politicians, more so than you would think. Like, I
And a
don't know,
sack by Sponge McDonald, and they're not going to get another snap off. It's going to be the halftime interval. Bully Factory Children's MMA up 14-10.
I'm just thinking like one of them is like the giant Mount McKinley. It's just a Mount McKinley, not actually
I
McKinley.
love it. Well, this halftime here at South Tucson brought to you by Nissan. Be sure to test drive the all-new 2017 Laugh Finder. It comfortably seats 8, but uncomfortably seats all of your handicapped old relatives. They're going to complain.
This one's for you.
All of your elderly relatives are going to complain about how not roomy it is. And they're also going to insist that you, slow down and not drive so fast, even though you're going 20 and a 25. Also, South Tucson Youth Football would not be possible here on 89.3 The Bone, AM 1400 The Growler, without some of the local sponsors around the town of South Tucson. Local sponsors such as The Mulch Hut. When you're driving down Main Street and you get to the corner of Main and Piscataway Avenue, you're going to see a big old pile of mulch. Please do not remove that. That is a message for our sanitation workers. That is our livelihood. Please, I'm being told to read this right now. I got a paper. Please do not remove the big pile of mulch. It's happened twice before. We lost millions. My family needs to eat. Please, they are starving. For the love of God, use sanitation. This keeps going on, guys. I don't know if I have time to do the live read. It's a plea for help. Please stop throwing away the mulch. It's just a pile of mulch, but we have limited hours because I'm trying to skim and give the summary because the second half already started, but people in charge of the mulch hut are apparently just begging people to not throw away the mulch. We sell that, and yeah. So go ahead. If there's any garbagemen in the listening out there in Radioland or watching us on Local Access Channel 22, oh man, please stop throwing away the mulch on the corner of Main and Piscataway. It's their business apparently.
The high-risk stakes of mulch owning.
Yeah, mulch ownership is not a it's a tidal wave of an investment. So that's the mulch hut. Sorry, that wasn't much of an advertisement. That was more of a PSA.
Do you think they're going to go public with their stock offerings?
You never know with that kind of IP.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
I mean, I don't know. They're a mom and pop mulch business. You gotta.
Automatic
It's hard to
first
compete
down.
with big mulch.
Yeah, Mom got mulched and Pop got mulched. Sorry.
Number 6.
Oh
Number
no.
6.
Well, we just lost a viewer. And Stephen Lilly tackled for a gain of 4.
This match dedicated to the one follower who died on their way drinking a gun.
Drinking a gun. I mean, I'm gonna hope that it was really just the power.
Drinking a gun like a candle with a gun.
I'm really hoping that instead
There's
of an
some
actual
rain.
gun, it was just a it was the power thirst with the gun flavored power thirst.
Oh. No, it was probably a real gun.
Damn. I was going old school with the power thirst thing.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, alright.
With flavors like banana, fizz bitch, and gun.
I do legitimately wonder if 18-year-old children are aware of what power thirst is.
Oh, it's sad, isn't it, when you think about that?
I
And these
know-
are like, it's
When
like
you
these are
think-
the early memes.
when you realize certain memes, fucking memes age people now.
When when I was your age, we had to go. You realize the lengths we had to go to find our memes?
Had to go all the way to Newgrounds.
I honestly and truly realize that I'm saying that because like I went to college at a time when Facebook wasn't a thing and when YouTube wasn't really a thing. And that's mind-blowing to me.
A mixed bag. Some good, some.
Like, I know that, like, okay, there was, like, remember? Yeah, YTMND. That's exactly what it was, yeah. Like, here's the thing. So, okay, I was in college between 01 and 05. Oh, remember Homestar Runner? My slip when I said, I was trying to say Mellencamp and Tucsonade, and I said Melonade, and I was ready to say, oh my god, it's a Homestar Runner reference. And then when I went to grad school was like 2010 to 2013. And my god, I slacked off so much in grad school with my laptop in front of me, and I know that I'd have been just fucking done if I could do that in college. I'm so glad I didn't. I'd be so fucking done. I'd be watching like Champions League soccer during my 2:30 classes all the time. God, yeah, I was Georgetown was in the second wave of Facebook colleges, so that was absolutely the thing. You had to have a Georgetown email. That's very true.
I'm just thinking of a Bub's concession stand featured Fahagwagod's Bowl.
Oh my god. Bubs' concession stand, yep. I recently sold a bunch of, like, I had some old, like, Homestar, I had the old Homestar Runner figures. Like, I sold those on eBay a while ago. And they went, like, they didn't take long to go. I had a couple of shirts.
It's the old school memery.
It is.
Like, hipsters get in on that shit, dude.
It's kind of crazy because, like, Homestar's still doing stuff.
Yeah.
In a way, like they put out the special like holiday stuff because they know it's like we can just do that. But like one of the two brothers chaps was pretty like big on Gravity Falls. Like they do like real cartoon things now.
Shocking.
Oh yeah, who'd have thought that something that was super popular got them jobs?
Well, you know, you actually wouldn't have noticed it unless you looked hard into Gravity Falls, because it's a little more subtle.
They were more writing credits, I think. They did like music and stuff. They did like some of the behind the scenes. They weren't like major voices. Well, I think one of the brothers chaps was a voice of some side character. I forget which one. And that's a touchdown, by the way. Bully Factory.
Just laying it on here.
Yeah, 20-10. Extra point pending. Funny Homestar Runner story. I was playing one of those iSketch type games and they had on YouTube and the word was dragon. And I started drawing it. And I did it the way they did on Homestar Runner. No joke, at least a few people immediately said Trogdor. That makes me
Consummate
happy.
V's.
Consummate V's.
Consummate V's.
You know, with a big hand coming out of his back like that.
Mission complete gets E-Flask, but you can't get E-Flask.
You can't get E-Flask.
You cannot get E-Flask.
Alright,
in terms of memeing, we're doing a great job there.
We are doing a great job!
Jorb.
Actually, the random thing that I'll pull out random is all once in a while is Douglas! He's fucking strong mad. Oh, damn. Alright, there was definitely someone who was voiced by a chap.
We also have
there you
Lost
go.
Will.
There you go. If you're a Gravity Falls fan, it is Matt Chapman was the voice of Seuss's grandmother, Abuelita.
That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
We lost Will. I think he jumped out of the train.
He was too young to handle our old school memery.
We legitimately killed Bill.
Oh. Let's see what. You know what?
That makes it 3rd and 11.
He was the dude I'm talking about was the voice actor of Homestar Runner. like the main voice actor. He worked as a writer and director for Yo Gabba Gabba. Worked on Gravity Falls. Worked on Aquabat's Super Show. He wrote wrote a couple episodes of Wander Over Yonder.
Lies from your grave.
Oh, yeah,
He's back. He's back now.
My computer
Hamsar was my favorite. Oh god, I was just about to say the Sonor card gauge thing. Many combinations of lizard girth.
What?
I was on this bad credit. No probalo. Sonor card gauge, mort gauge. And at the end of 3, it's 2110.
It's not a mortgage. It's a card gauge.
Now the big thing in our high school, because this is gonna age you, Brian.
It sure as shit is.
The big thing in high school for me and my friends was Trogdor. Trogdor is the big deal. I think the Trogdor was the big deal for everyone.
Yep. I still remember the time that someone introduced me to Homestar Runner. It was my sophomore year of college.
It's
Wow.
a transcendent meme. It even
How
got
has
into the
Homestar Runner been around?
it got into the 4chan Cup. It was a formation.
What,
Did
the
someone
Homestar? Oh, Consummate Bees,
Trog-
yeah.
The Trogdor. They ran a Trogdor shaped formation
Did
and
it
won a
work, or
cup.
was it just for memery?
They won a cup with it.
Who did?
MU.
Oh shit!
They played the most Italian bullshit open formation ever, and it won.
Did they win 1-0 all the time?
Yeah, but that was just because PES 14.
Fair.
It's shit.
I missed all of the Babby knockout rounds, but I do like the one dude lost his mind when he's like, every game was 1 goal except for the final. It was a 1-goal game.
So tough. It's almost like
It was
the
a fuck you to
Babbies are
PES.
It's an entirely luck-based tournament. the
Yeah.
Babbies. It's almost like good teams go down to the fetuses all the time in them because luck. I'm not salty. Oh, audible.
They called the audible.
Yo mama's teeth so yellow, she spits butter.
Ah, nice. Going with the old In Living Color Dozens games.
Yeah.
And House of Guffaws are within reach.
I'm surprised anyone got that.
Oh, they did a Family Feud version. They did just like a Jeopardy version. Hell, they did all of them.
But I'm just surprised anyone got that specific one out of it. Meanwhile, Kirby Lake gets a touchdown.
And they went for 2, and it's now a 3-point game. Easy 2-point conversion. No one guarding the receiver on that one. I didn't get his name, but I'm sure that kid will get a ribbon or something. And here's the kickoff. 3:42 left in this game. Literal garbage, taking it all the way up to the 45.
That was Ellis Clancy with no E before the Y.
Ah, Ellis
Clance.
Clanky.
Clancy.
How does the Mulch Hut have much competition from the Poopsmith?
The Poopsmith isn't real.
Yeah, and also he's and also he's under the strict employ of the camp town. A KOT. KOT. Whatever the fuck he sounded like.
That was close. How's Jim Harbaugh doing?
Ah, he is the real king of town.
The king of town because he looks as red as the cape.
Right. I don't know. I've got goal line on, so it's going back and forth. It's got Texas versus Kansas right now. Which is weird because it's a 3-point game in Texas. And Texas has the ball, but it's 4th and 5.
What you mean, Kensaw?
Oh, versus Kansas. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's you have Arkansas and Kansas.
And a big first down by literal garbage. 1st and 10. I had a CGNU Dumples T-shirt. I got that, and I got the Hamsar one when they first came out. When I first bought T-shirts from them, I had a couple of Homestar Runner T-shirts. Those are the main 2 I had.
First came out when I first bought T-shirts.
Cartman loves football. Oh God.
This is
I remember when they did that.
Yeah, I do too. And
Those
I
are
just thought
great.
it was hilarious. I was like, And they explained it afterwards, like, oh, obviously, blah, blah, blah. It was Matt Parker, Trace Home.
Yeah, which completely ruins the friggin'.
Yeah.
But I remember that they had that for a while, where they had like a celebrity fan of the team, like do the like describe their offense pretty much. I guess it wasn't a fumble. I don't know. But the clock is ticking. House of Guffaws already used one timeout.
What I remember was really funny was that.
And 4th and 12. It is now time for House of Guffaws.
Hartman calls out the quarterback for being the coach's son. I thought it was hilarious.
That is pretty great.
It's time to bust out that A material. You got hecklers in the stands, Guffaws. What do you got?
Oh, it is weird. They shouldn't have hecklers because they're at home.
Well, the bully factory travels pretty well.
Oh, that's very true. They actually bully them out of there. All those yellow shirts in the crowd are actually Bully Factory fans.
Like, they're even wearing opposition colors just to mess with them. Classic intimidation.
Yeah, it's not a very good... Well, because a couple of the SEC teams had... and they're going to start out with a nice first down. Darren Robusto with the 15-yard catch.
Coke Zero with the look at what you did, you little jerk. Hercules Paul Roma needs to pick up some slack here.
Yeah, for real. And they're going to take off. Oh, sacked for a loss of 2. Kirby Lake looking to run, but Hakeem Doucette with the sack.
With a name like Hakeem Doucette, you got to be tough.
Yeah, right. And that's a great catch. And a flag.
Personal foul.
Click number 7.
And there's the face
What
mask.
kind of...
I'm not sure if they gave him the catch, but there was a face mask penalty. So that is going to put the ball
Automatic first down.
on, what did it say, the 32.
Weird-ass revolver has 7 shots.
I know. Well, we're glad for it, though. Actually, the answer is the best kind of revolver, because wouldn't you want more? Like, I seriously want that wheel to be, like, able to fit 50. I want the reload. And incomplete pass. Minute 32 left on the clock, 2nd and 10. And the ball is now on the 33-yard line. Not close enough for a field goal. Kirby Lake taking a big drop back. Dumps it off to Hercules Paul Roma for a -1 yard catch. He loses a yard on that one. And since we are going to bring you right into TakeOver, we're going to go ahead and just roll through to the next game after this one's over. So bear with me, but we're doing it because we don't want anyone to miss TakeOver because it's going to be pretty good tonight. I'm excited for it. And what a catch! Oh, and he's upended Seth Fritz. 28-yard catch. Look at how he is taken down. Gets the catch and is just ripped to the ground.
Just dismantled. Are we talking about this revolver? Is this the revolver you want?
Oh, I hope so. Let me see. Any predictions on the card? Oh my god, yes, that's what I want. I want that. That's amazing. Predictions on the card. I think that that's Hercules Paul Roma. No gain on that one. 2nd and goal. Yeah, the tag match will be the best thing. I think it could be one of the best matches of the year because all 4 of those guys are outstanding. Kirby Lake throwing. Oh, it's bobbled and dropped in the end zone. It's 3rd and goal. 56 seconds to go.
Well, here's the conundrum. You have a timeout left, I believe.
They have 2. Yeah, they have 1 timeout left, but.
Do you
and Kirby Lake is sacked. It is 4th and goal. I think they're gonna. They clearly are gonna kick it and go and tie this game up, but they have given Bully Factory a lot of time to work with. 50 seconds and all of their timeouts. House of Guffaws have 1.
It's a joke that may have fallen flat, just like Kirby Lake.
Yeah, he did. That's gonna be a that field goal looks to be about what?
He did, but he's a good kid.
He did. It's a 31-yarder. It's not a gimme, but it's good. It's a tie game. House of Guffaws ties this one up. Oh my God, we're getting the dang overtime when I want to get these over with.
I heard his knock-knock jokes are pretty good.
They were. And oh my God, that kid just drops to his knees in. Oh my God, Notre Dame lost to Virginia Tech. That's the best. They were winning big. Oh, it makes me so happy. Oh my God! Literal garbage. 21-yard return. 33 seconds left in this game.
Wait. Literal garbage? Are you sure you're not thinking of Notre Dame again?
Yes, I am.
It's
I want Notre Dame to be bad forever.
That so many teams are represented on the Bully Factory by one player.
Yeah, I want Notre Dame to be bad forever. 2-yard catch by Literal Garbage, 2nd and 8. He gets out of bounds, so the clock will stop.
Suck forever.
Yeah, suck forever.
33 seconds just outside their own 40. It's a drive. They're going to have to put
They got to make it. Goose Marshall has a lot of time. Dumps it off to Matt Curtis. They use their first timeout. It's 3rd and 2.
Wait, hang on 1 second. There's a player on Notre Dame called Equimania St. Brown.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Is that the
It's
spelling?
picked off! Goose Marshall throws an interception.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What
And
did you
his
do to
father
yourself,
is not going to be happy.
Little Marshall? We hardly knew ye.
And House of Guffaws, 19 seconds. 1 timeout from their own 39. Can the miracle drive happen?
Equanimous St. Brown.
That's an amazing name. Oh, God, the ball's loose. It's fumbled, but it is recovered by House of Guffaws off that sack. Clock continues to run. We're going to go to overtime, it looks like. This might be the last play of the game, and they dump it off. He's still going. Oh, he's brought down, and that's going to be the end of regulation. 21-21. We're getting free football, guys, but we were getting it anyway because you're watching this on local access or the radio listening to it.
Welcome to hell.
You know what? This brings up a very good point. Why is it always that television broadcasters say you're getting free baseball?
Because it's a
Free
colloquialism.
football, free basketball.
It's a cliche.
But it's a cliche that's been dead for like 35 years.
Hold on.
You don't kill a cliche.
You're not paying by the inning or quarter? Because someone is fucking with me then.
Because the only people paying for it are the people that are in the stadium. Like, there's no games on pay-per-view. You're not paying specifically for that game anyway in your cable package. Like, what the fuck? What are you paying for to begin with?
And in no time, it is 3rd and 7 for House of Guffaws.
You're getting free commercials.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting free commercials.
And that's the thing. If it was presented with 0 commercial interruption, then it would be free. And that's going to be a great first down, but he pays for it.
This overtime, by the way, is brought to you by the Bwaha Men Comedy Movie Theater, freshly opened in South Tucson. It is a movie theater, get this, that is designed in the style of South Tucson's favorite band, the Baha Men. 16 years running.
That's bold that they would advertise during a game featuring their competition, House of Guffaws.
It's prudent business.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I have not thought about the Baja Men in 16 years.
3rd and goal, and
Who-
House of
who-
Guffaws are moving down.
I got a question for you, Will. You want to hear that question?
I know what the question is.
Who let the laughs out?
Whoa.
Who let those laughs out? Who let those little
I like Sajoa Mo, who let Guffaws out.
Who let Guffaws out? Who let Guffaws out? Who let those little laughs go?
By the way, I forget who it was, but I want to thank whoever it was. I think it was somebody on our one of our YouTube comments. House of Guffaws, by the way, kicked the field goal after the first overtime. They are up by 3. Bully Factory need to get a field goal to keep this game alive. A touchdown will end the game. But who reminded me that we did have a semi-professional Southwest. Excuse me. That one of the teams that we came up with from the Southwestern Semi-Professional Hockey League was the Baja California Baja Men.
That is true, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They actually don't ever play Who Let the Dogs Out at the game.
They don't.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah. Well, they realize that South Tucson. Well, when they play South Tucson, they're like, "Oh man, they love it here. They don't want to do that."
Would you want me to do my Robert Goulet impression?
And there's a great first down.
Do your Dave Coulier.
Please.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
In that dress, you look so scandalous. And you know,
It is.
He fell out. And
He fell out. That's kind of that's oddly appropriate.
Foul.
make
We-
your own thoughts on.
I didn't ask for a John Denver.
Mid-plane
Jesus.
And a face mask is going to give Bully Factory great field position.
Number 8.
I don't think that one translated that well.
First and goal on the 3. Bully Factory have a chance to end this game right now. Literal Garbage just runs right into the line. They gave him no help there.
Literal Garbage took the literal ball and ran into the literal line for literal no yards.
And
Literally.
it is second and goal. Handing it off again. Oh, and he is stopped again. That's not Literal Garbage. That was another one. Oh, and there's a child who lost feeling in his legs, but oh, he's got him back. That's good.
He's literally paralyzed.
That was not Literal Garbage. That was the backup running back who we don't know who it was.
He's feeling figurative disappointment.
Here we go. Third and goal, but they're much further away from... Oh, God! Is the ball loose? No. Goose Marshall was hit, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. Fourth and goal. They're going to kick the field goal. And
Oh, just do a hook and ladder. Come on.
yeah, right.
Just go old school with this and block it
If
with
that's
your
in the
face.
game, then that's great. That's going to be 24-24. We go to the second overtime. And Bully Factory will start things off with the football on the 25-yard line.
Can we go back and check the replay? I think he
Is
fumbled
there-
on third down.
Is there a Cumberland College football team in this one? Because they should have it.
Did you
The
go
hook
to
and ladder?
college?
No, I'm just thinking of the worst beating a football team ever got in college football.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes,
God.
Where the one time they got it right, they ruined the person's face by blocking a field goal with it.
Goose Marshall. And that is going to be a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5. After an incomplete on the first play from this possession.
You'd hate to try to do a field goal from here. The kickers are very inconsistent.
And dumps it off the Little Garbage, who runs into 3 defenders who are now circling him like a friggin'... Jeez, that was rough.
They are.
They're going for the field goal. This is a long field goal, folks. This may not...
You can hear the
They got it!
defensive line. Oh my!
27-24, House of Guffaws. The door is now open for them. A touchdown ends it. A field goal will send us into a 3rd overtime.
I'm just catching up with the play here.
That's all right.
It's
It
a good
happens.
26 yards and just barely. Oh Lord! He shanked that one.
It's impressive. Okay, so I just got an email from WWE Network about their Storytime show, where they, I guess they get some road stories from people, and they animate them. And I'm not gonna lie, that's like the one thing I'm kind of intrigued about and kind of like looking forward to seeing. Kirby Lake is running. He's got an opening. He's brought down just to the 2-yard line. Maybe they'll get him to the 1. We'll see where they spot it.
That's prime position.
I mean, if you really think about it, all these old wrestlers want to be stand-up comedians just by telling their road stories for a paying audience. And this is literally the best thing to happen. This specific concept is the best thing to happen to
Here we go.
televise.
First
stand-up
and goal from the 1. They're in for the touchdown. The game is over. House of Guffaws take it. Hercules Paul Roman with the touchdown to win the game for House of Guffaws.
The Coke Zero, look what you did, you good little boy.
Well, that just got creepy.
Ugh.
That's the joke. I went to Guffaws. I'm the Saturday night gig.
That's the joke.
You suck, McBain.
What does he say after that? This is true.
No, he opens fire on.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
I am a neurotic nerd that sleeps with little girls. And that really sucked.
My son goes off to college, to a fancy East Coast college, and I'm horrified to find out he's become a nerd. I'm laughing already. It's not a comedy.
You really think about it, Rainier Wolfcastle's second franchise was Help My Son's a Nerd, Undercover Nerd. He probably did a picture about Woody Allen being a nerd. It's McBain, then things with nerd in the name.
Never doubt the pure acting range of Rainier Wolfcastle.
Rainier Wolfcastle.
He managed to do Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Simpsons movie.
That's true.
Fantastic.
And we're going to go right to the second half of our doubleheader. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kansas. Kansas just picked off Texas. And Kensaw has a chance to win this one.
How is UConn doing?
UConn! I don't know.
Wait. UConn or UConn?
Sorry, no, it's not UConn. It's UMass! My bad.
UConn also has it.
UConn should also get that, yeah.
What, UConn or UConn?
Yes.
You know, UConn.
But UConn or UConn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, is it the Yukon or is it UConn?
Third base!
Oh, Texas.
That is the poor man's who's on first bit. UConn or UConn?
That is a great thing, OTT Hodge. Someone did point out that all the little clips they used from McBain made a movie.
Yeah, it did.
I also think that the Simpsons writers deny that it was for real. Like they were like, that just worked out. But come on. All right, let's get a Star Watch. Rancho Robusto, plus-sized Wearhouse. Their star players are all pictured going right to left. We have O.D. Tollett,
I
defensive
think
tackle.
that's half true.
Also, quarterback Louisville Sinkhorn, and their star cornerback on defense, Oscar Pumaman.
Hey Brian, you watching the Tennessee-Missouri basketball game?
I'm not.
It's 56-37 in the fourth.
Neat.
I appreciate that last.
Think about that.
Oscar Pumaman is outstanding. All right, Sam and Sons Gazebo repair.
You go ahead.
Sam and Sons Gazebo repair. That's their star wide receiver juxtaposition Cooper. Also defensive tackle Maximum Swedenhouse and outside linebacker Marcellus Shale. Gentlemen, who you got in this one?
Got to go with my boy Pumaman and his bacon dip.
Going to Rancho Robusto. Will, who you got?
Ziva.
Got Sam and Sons. They're split. Lee Corso, he's still got the styrofoam gazebo on his head. It's not on fire, but he's just doing a weird little dance with it. So he picks Sam and Sons.
The one time he doesn't catch on fire.
Yeah, it's weird. The
But
one time
what
it'd be
about
appropriate.
the other Lee Corso?
Lee Corso or Lee Corso?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I hate you. God, you weren't here on the last stream to hear the news before you weren't in the studio the last time. The other Lee Corso's plane was shot over the Sea of Japan. There were no survivors.
Do you think that's gonna stop him?
Yes.
Yeah, but you should wait until you see who they got to replace him on MASH.
Oh God.
I'm just thinking the ghost of Lee Corso doing stuff in the Sea of Japan.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
imagine BJ Honeycutt showing up on College Football Live.
Real quickly, Rancho Robusto lost in week 1 at home to Pablo's Roadside Tacos. Sam and Sons got a win over Yoga for Fatty 17-7. Let's go down to the Muni.
Muni.
You are looking live at Municipal Field, number 65, for the second half of our doubleheader here at South Tucson. It is Rancho Robusto plus-size Wearhouse in the blue and white uniforms, their home uniforms, problematic as they are, taking on Sam and Sons Gazebo Repair in the white uniforms. with the rust-colored helmets. They are receiving the ball, moving right to left on your radio dial here on 89.3 FM, The Bone, AM 1400, The Growler, and of course, watch simulcast on South Tucson Local Access, channel number 22. Oh man. The Bone!
Revenant yokai Lee Corso stalking the southern islands of Japan, killing people while wearing props that catch on fire.
Fucking amazing. And Markeith Mayo starting off with an incomplete pass.
They don't call it the Rape of Nanking anymore. They call it the Lee Corso of Nanking.
He's now only talked about in Legends.
That's a gain of 8 on the play.
That's Skip Booth with an 8-yard gain, 3rd and 2 for Salmon Sons, who, as you all know, had an outstanding season last year, or earlier this year. Sorry. Salmon Sons, Gazebo repair were featured quite a bit actually. That he's broken free. Oh, he's got a lot of room to move. He cuts in, takes the sideline. Skip Booth, 53 yards, just short of the end zone. Takes it down to the 3-yard line, and Salmon Sons is in business. Salmon Sons last season. Let me pull up that again.
They were very good.
They were very good. They finished the season 9-4, 4-3 in conference, and were ranked number 3 in all of South Tucson. And they made it all the way to the finals, losing in the finals of the playoffs to You Need a Clown. And that's Markeith Mayo keeping it and going in for the touchdown.
I think someone de-spiked their Tucsonade.
That's possible. I mean, it's flat out steroids.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that they took the steroids out. It's just flavored sugar water.
Oh, wow. That might be work. That might be the trick. Meanwhile, Rancho Robusto last season made it all the way to the. They did have a bowl movement.
Imagine doing that. Yo, the real secret to your rippling muscles and taut abs was confidence.
That's really funny. Wow, Kansas beat Texas.
Kansas beat Texas?
And they're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Makes it 2nd and 6.
Cans beat tax.
Yes. Meanwhile, Rancho Robusto were 5-2 in conference in the Big Small Business Conference. Finished the season 7-5. They did, in fact, make it to their championship game. Lost to Casa de Gordoso Hourly Motel in the Big Small Business Conference championship game, but were rewarded with a trip to the Mellencamp Bowl. They defeated Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash 22-17 in that game. Samson Wade, 4-yard catch, 2nd and 6 for Rancho Robusto.
So travesty on both sides of the field. Really?
They pretty much are. Yeah, these are two solid teams. I mean, this is definitely a marquee non-conference matchup. I think both these teams are going to be glad to have this. Oh no. Oh, what are you doing? Oh God. Oh, he's down. Oh, Louisville Sinkhorn waiting for the handoff to nobody.
Lee Corso has arrived from the bottom of the Sea of Japan, and he just stabbed a child.
Oh, and
That's what it sounded like.
Marcellus Shale with the sack not even trying.
I have a legitimate question. Is there any reason for Purdue not to be in the MAC? Like, think about it.
Basketball. They're actually
No.
ranked in basketball this year, but you're
Are
right.
they? No. Because any mid-major can get ranked in basketball. Purdue belongs in the MAC. They are not. They should get what's the term they throw around, like not relegated, but like there's a contracted. No, right, relegated would be more accurate. Contracted would be getting merged with another team. Although
A contractor would be just being stopping all operations. That's a face mask. So
Like Cumberland.
Jared Sanchez called with a face mask. So Salmon Sons are going to get some good field position on this. Let's talk about their the offensive playbooks of these teams. Salmon Sons Gazebo Repair out of the Grit Division of the Blue Collar Conference. They're running USC's playbook. So basically USC. And Rancho Robusto, plus-sized Wearhouse, are running the spread option.
Of course.
Because there are a couple of option teams. In South Tucson.
Well,
They should in fact
when
be
they-
MAC militants, yes.
when they spread out, they really spread out. If you know.
Ew. I mean, yeah, it's a spread because that's
Ribbed for her pleasure.
ew. It's a buttery spread for Rancho Robusto.
They got all kinds of spread: cream cheese spread, light cream cheese spread, cheese
Heavy
spread,
cream cheese
normal
spread.
spread,
Heavy
cream cheese
spread.
spread.
Did you ever think Bugs Bunny
Butter.
was pretty when he put on all those girls' clothes?
No. No. I love that line is basically, has this stream reached maximum levels of Wearhouse yet? No. There is still a lot more Wearhouse to take in. I love that line was entirely ad-libbed and that was a real laugh. Ribbed for, I still will say that like that, by the way. Ribbed for her pleasure. Ew. Oh my god, that means Purdue will be the Boiler Mackers.
Yeah, I just don't. I think maybe they should get combined with Indiana.
Just have a merger.
No, just merge the athletic teams, like, and make them like. You can keep the two universities. The universities are what's important, but combine the athletic teams and make one super team.
No,
That's
demand that they put the two universities together, merge them in space-time, make them one.
Make them all kiss.
Yes.
Like, I can accept the fact that Rutgers will always be a thing because, like,
It is technically a state university.
well, not only that, but I mean, there's other state universities that aren't in the. Wyoming is never going to be in the Pac-10.
Isn't that IUPUI, Indiana University, Purdue University, Indiana?
PUI, night. Oh shit.
That's awesome. That's outstanding. Oh my god, I'm popping so hard for that fucking joke, by the way. IUPUI.
I can only follow it up with a
Night.
IUPUI.
PUI. Knights. If only they were the Knights. I know they're not, but they should be for that.
Keep on dancing to the rockin' tune on Saturday night. This is a good song.
It is. It's a good.
No, but I can-
Bay City Rollers, right?
Yeah, the Bay City Rollers.
What is IUPUI's mascot?
The Knights.
No, they should be. They're the Jaguars.
Oh, come on, really? I mean, it's the Jaguars.
It's a bit lame.
Jaguars. Night.
I hope it's just a litany of cars. It's not the animal, it's just like, no, our mascot is the automobile company.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening?
Our mascot is a car. So fancy.
My favorite thing about IUPUI is that a couple years ago they played Georgetown, and Georgetown's radio guy, I believe, pronounced it ooey pooey,
Ugh.
and it made me so happy.
That really doesn't make sense if you think about
No,
it.
it doesn't, but it's funny.
The pooey part makes sense. The ooey, I'm like, no, it's you got the other way around.
Ooey pooey. Oh, we gotta go.
Ew.
IPFW.
What a world of difference that Animal House would have had.
Wayne Mastodons.
What time is it? It's ooey pooey time.
Like, I can live with, like, Boston College, Northwestern, Rutgers, University of Maryland. These shit universities that will never win a title ever again in anything important. I can live with those universities being the shits because I always know they'll exist because they're located near Boston, D.C., New York, Chicago. But what's Purdue's excuse for being shitty? No, what media market are we getting with Purdue? Nothing.
You're getting history
I
and
think it's a private
nostalgia.
university too. Wake Forest really shouldn't be a thing. Wake Forest should definitely be demoted. There's like 5,000 students that go there. They've sucked in like everything unless they've had Chris Paul or Tim Duncan.
I was gonna say they're still riding
never
the Tim
happened.
Duncan. They're still riding the Tim Duncan high, aren't they?
Yeah, and Chris, they couldn't win shit with Chris Paul. Chris Paul's really good at basketball.
He is.
Third down.
They couldn't really win shit with Tim Duncan either. So like, Wake Forest really, come on. They should be like in, I don't know, the Big South and just dominate the Big South. Work their way up like Appalachian State. Like Appalachian State can whoop their ass in football.
Gain 10 on the play.
I don't understand it. I think we got two. I think we talk about conference expansion. I think we need to really trim the fat. Like, what are we getting out of Wake Forest? What are we getting out of Purdue? Nothing. No. Anybody that plays Purdue or Wake Forest in football, and I'm saying this right now as my team is playing Wake Forest, and I know they're going to lose because it's Clemson. But when they have Wake Forest and Purdue on their schedule, they're just like, oh fuck, this isn't gonna help us at all. These teams suck. The best case scenario is we've eaten them by 50 points. The worst case scenario is that we somehow lose and look like absolute dog shit.
By the way, Will, that's a good point. Tim Adona has a good point. Can't let Winthrop lose their hold in the Big South.
You can't. You cannot. Wake Forest is an anomaly in big like college program.
By the way, OTT is pointing out that he's a Big Ten fan. One of my favorite things to do is when Big Ten fans get really high and mighty about the Big Ten, and that whole three yards and they go the whole like if you throw the ball, a lot of bad things can happen, and the whole like 3 yards in a cloud of dust thing. I always love pointing out to them that 3 yards in a cloud of dust gets you to 4th and 1. They don't like that. They don't like it when you tell them that.
Well, it makes sense that Big Ten.
Well, if you go for it on
math.
4th down, you get the first down. Well, that's math.
Calm the little
Unfortunately, everybody in the Big Ten will never go for it on 4th and 1 because they're pussies.
True, you gotta just punt it. A lot of bad things happen when you go for it on 4th.
Field position game until we run it 3 times and punt.
Ugh.
Gain 13 on the play.
That's why I love being a college football atheist. 2, I love the Big 12 because they're all like these insane shootouts.
What's the point of Vanderbilt? Really? The point of Vanderbilt is to make the rest of the SEC not look like complete fucking morons. Vanderbilt is a reputation school and try to make it seem like the SEC has something going for it academically. And everybody knows that ever gone to Vanderbilt undergrad turned out to be a cunt. So like,
Jesus.
not even. What?
Will, not every take needs to be scalding.
This one's stalling, brother. I think there's probably at least one school in every single conference that on an athletic level shouldn't be there and has no reason to be there other than they've just been there so long that nobody has the guts to kick them out.
Real hot take here. The only league pure enough for me is the Ivy League.
Like Washington State's doing the best they can, but there was a good 10 to 15 year period where they did dick.
Washington State's pretty fucking good this year, so I don't. That's a
pretty
bad. You picked a really bad time to. Yeah.
But my point is, for like at least 10 years, they were always like 2-10. We're never good at basketball. They're located in like Pullman, which is like 2 hours away from civilization. Like, fuck. Jesus Christ, Gonzaga should have been in the Pac-10. At least they did something in a major sport.
Yeah, they had Adam Morrison crying.
And his wispy mustache.
I thought that came after. Still had way more titles than LeBron for a while.
I mean, when they were thinking about adding Utah, they really should just kick Washington State out. They already have a good Washington team. Why do they need 2 of them? It's unnecessary.
To make up for the football team in the actual league.
Let's see. I'm gonna look at Pac because I'm not as versed with the Pac-12. Washington State was the one that jumped out, but they're good this year, as Brian noted. Let's
True.
We
Oregon State. What the fuck's the purpose of keeping Oregon State around? Oregon State is blown at like everything they've done the past 15 years. Why? Give somebody else a chance.
Brian, have you ever felt like a fish out of water?
Probably.
I've felt like that for the last 15 minutes.
All right then, cool.
Why? You know, he
I have no idea what's going on.
It's okay. Well, all I know is that Rancho Robusto are currently down 7-0, and that is a woefully thrown incomplete pass by Louisville Sinkhorn. And the punt unit comes out.
I think it's the most despicable thing about college sports, though. Teams don't get picked because they're good. They get picked because where they're located. Like, yeah, like we mentioned, Northwest, like I mentioned, this has been my rant for the past 15 minutes, so I'm good for one college rant a year. But Colorado got picked. Like, Colorado was chosen to move on up to get more money, even though they stunk. And it's because they're near Denver. That's just kind of, that feels dirty.
I don't know what to tell you.
There's nothing to say.
And that's a nice catch. And Hiram Wesley gets just short of the first down marker. I think he stepped out of bounds. 3rd and 1. And they're going to go for the shotgun. Catch is made by Marty Noble. 7 yards and a first down for Sam & Sons. Chugging along.
Haven't really scored a bunch, but they just have the ball all the
Well,
time.
again, you know, you don't mess with success. If what's worked for you last season, they weren't really known for pulling off these large, fumble, and it's recovered by Sam & Sons for a loss of 4.
You think you just, if you're a Rancho Robusto, you'd use your girth to your advantage and just throw your weight around. But no, they're really just playing man-to-man coverage here.
They are, and Lucas Sears at the tackle. 3rd and 13. This would be a huge stop. They decide to dump it off. And Skip Booth is able to muscle his way through coverage for a first down, 13 yards. Big first down for Sam & Sons. And I'm looking through their results from last season. I'm just trying to figure out, like,
We're all trying to
20
figure
to nothing, 17 to 14, 20 to 7. They were 17 to 13. I'm reading all their final scores here. 27 to 24 in overtime. Where are they in this one? They lost 31 to 28 in overtime. Let's see, where did I leave off there? 17 to 10 win. A loss 35 to 17 when they played Welders. Loss of 21 to 14. 13 to 7. Like, yeah, they were not known for these large scores. And then they in the playoffs they won 27 to 24, 27 to 17 and lost 10 to 7. So this isn't a team that's known for putting up large scores on the board. But what they do is effective. And I think we'll see some more success out of them. Louisville Sinkhorn, that one's on.
They build their leads like they build their gazebos, slow, steadily, and very low to the ground.
You're on fire.
Sometimes.
Oh, Alabama and A&M.
I mean, Sam & Sons Gazebo Repair kind of got into business when the famous South Tucson gazebo caught fire, killing all of the mayoral candidates.
True.
Thus allowing Ingmar Tisdale to become the mayor. He has since passed on.
R.I.P. in peace.
And we are no longer with. But oddly enough, he is oddly enough still the mayor, even though he's dead.
They just have a recording, a dictaphone.
Yeah, there's officially no mayor, and of course that means the baseball ban still is.
Pretty endemic of the Ingmar Tell effect, lingering around even though everybody else is gone.
Well, I mean, elections are a good years away for mayor.
Especially
Do you really want to have a runoff for a new one?
Well, it depends how fast I am.
Which is funny. You went with that end of the joke. I was gonna say, have you seen the sewage problem in South Tucson? There's plenty of runoff.
Ah! Poop and speed.
Pooping speed. What is your pooping speed, Will?
Oh my. Well, I haven't timed myself lately, but I
How many miles an hour?
How many poops per minute?
That's definitely something so scientific.
The
BPM, the bowel movements per minute.
No, just like it would be more like velocity of a bowel movement. I'm gonna look that up.
Do you have a 20/80 scale grade for your poop?
I know. I usually get a scout with a speed gun to sit next to the toilet. Oh my God! Are the Chattanooga Mocs gonna be the team that beats Alabama? No. The
Please.
answer is no. But I love it because
God.
chaos. Although it would mean Ohio State would be #1 in the nation. That sucks. I don't like that.
Somebody measured their bowel movement at 95 meters per second, which does not seem right.
That doesn't seem right at all.
That's wow.
How hard did he go?
Their bowel movements could propel a fucking rocket.
I think I'll admit I skimmed through it to get to one particular part. I might not.
Did he have any recoil?
Ew.
Did he go a good 3 inches the other way? Lift off.
Oh my God. Well, it is 1st and 10. Louisville Sinkhorn taking off running. He's a big old kid.
I'm back in my element.
Tackle for a loss of 1.
Oh my God! Although this is a actual picture on a website.
Okay.
Not stop laughing at it.
Love it. I love it.
Oh my God! This is gonna be my profile picture.
A lovely spray profile.
It's so stupid. I feel like that needs to be shared. I'm gonna share that with Twitch as well.
The world.
There you guys go. Enjoy that one. Sorry if you're watching on YouTube. What Will has described. Will, how would one come across finding this image? Because what it basically is, it's a crudely drawn buttocks that is made from just literally 2 curved lines that is pooping out on an XY axis.
Well, to be fair, this I did misread it. They are measuring the forces of farts. So the velocity, the fart moved at 95 meters a second, which I could believe. I don't, but I could.
Okay, a fart is very different than pooping 95 meters a second.
Yeah, and I think, that was, like I said, I skimmed through it, Brian.
If you're pooping 95 meters a second, it's too late to get to a hospital.
But that's one hell of a superpower.
Pooping will propel you forward.
Could you imagine?
Sinkhorn's gonna hang on to it. Lower the shoulder, get the first down, but not the touchdown.
Cowboy Troy. But
Drop trow and kapow.
What would it take to fart levitate?
Gerard Marks with the touchdown for Rancho Robusto, tying things up with the extra point pending, of course.
I assume some lighter people in the human race could probably get themselves up a couple inches on the 95 meter per second fart.
Well, saying you want to try to figure out how to create enough downforce. You want to create enough downforce to propel someone into the air.
They actually measured it with their pseudoscience.
With their own flatulence.
They believe that you would need to fart harder. You need to fart 750 times harder than the normal fart to levitate yourself with a fart.
I will practice. I will do Kegels or whatever your butthole is equivalent is.
I think this is something science should look into.
Squats and oats.
Uh-oh, there we got some room. First down and then some. And Salmon Sons hit 100 rushing yards. Here halfway through that. Skip Booth, 102 for Skip Booth.
What would you do to get the flying car? I want to know what you would do to have flying farts. That's all I want.
Not much.
You fly via your farts.
Why are you talking the metric system? Because the people who did the study will use the metric system. Marty Nobles with a catch, 1st and 10. Salmon Sons marching right back down after Mike Carr gets 40 rods to the hog's head, and that's the way I likes it. Outstanding.
Ask not what you can do for your fought cause. Ask what your fought cause can do for you.
Green pass, and he gets the first down. Marty Nobles been an essential asset to Salmon Sons.
Although, I'm kind of disgusted by this picture now that I'm fully aware that it's about farts.
Now you're disgusted by it.
It's diarrhea, it's not a fart.
Now you're disgusted by it. Now.
I'm disgusted by that picture. I am very much on board with the idea of constructing the man and woman that can fart themselves into the air. That's fine with me. I think we should work towards that. I
feel like that should be, by the way, touchdown for Salmon Sons. Skip Booth. Who else would it be rushing it in to give Salmon Sons a lead once more? I mean, it's one of those things where, like, that should give the ability to do that should get you 2 tickets easily on the rocket ship to colonize Mars when we fuck up the Earth so much.
Well, no, you would use those people to power the ship to go to Mars.
Or that.
Although you just have to feed them food instead of fill it up with jet fuel, so it might get a little costly. And they also will die.
Going into space easy is just loading up the ship with the rocket fuel.
Upset alert! Well, no longer upset alert because Alabama's. Damn.
Oh.
Come on. I want to see Alabama lose.
I don't, because they're the ones, like, they're so much better than everyone else. They need to
everyone I know from Alabama is a shit. I know one
true.
person from Alabama, and they were the worst.
Well, that's accurate, though.
That is 100% conversion rate.
Worst too. Fucking blinky cocksucker.
And Gerard Marks with a 4-yard rush. 3rd and 2 for Rancho Robusto.
An on-base plus asshole percentage of 1.0. It's OPA.
Oh boy.
I don't like to use counting stats for my asshole ratings, but it's a nice and easy one.
How's your asshole getting on base? I think baseball would be more fun though if everybody had to run like they were a dog scraping their butt on the floor. Like it'd be more of like an upper body kind of game. Not a lot of leg speed.
We're still on the fart propulsion thing?
No, this is independent of farts. This is just, it's really funny to see dogs move across the floor with their ass.
Oh, scooting. Okay.
Like scooting across the floor.
It is very funny.
If baseball players had to do that when they were running and fielding the ball and catching the ball, I feel baseball would have a lot more hits. It'd be interesting.
Man,
what a weird thing to say.
Just, God, Marco Scudero was a man before his time.
Asshole. I think that was the logical progression of that.
And
of that
Rancho Robusto having to punt it It is returned at the 25, gets about 4 yards before running right into coverage. And Salmon Sons get this football again. 3 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Why would you punt 4th and 1?
So you can return it for short credit.
Ugh.
And Markeith Mayo, a lot of time. Oh, and he's sacked. Loss of 6. Oh God, and the guy with the sack is just teabagging him. You'll blink and you'll miss it, but it's a heck of a scene.
Puberty.
He's just becoming a man. He's experimenting. He's discovering his body.
And the other kid's becoming his bitch.
I was gonna say, and Markeith Mayo is discovering the other kid's body too. Just riding the back of his neck. His balls scraping, just. And Booth with a 9-yard reception, 3rd and 7 for Salmon Sons, and they are going to look to just take the steam, take the air out of this ball, take the air out of this game, and just wind down
South
this
Tucson
clock.
youth football. It is family fun entertainment.
And there's no.
And it's where boys become men.
South Tucson youth football. We don't have any air.
South Tucson youth football, where some boys become men, and then those men play with other boys.
Well, we don't have any air. Is that what I'm hearing? We don't have any air.
No, we're out of air.
Well, what happened to our air supply?
You gotta go to next town over to get air. I believe that's called Tucson.
Yeah, we don't have any air supply.
We have no air supply.
It's true. We're all out of love.
And
it's going to be 2nd and 17 after Markeith Mayo is just brought down again. Oh, that's a big kid. That's a fat kid with that sack.
Well, he really needs to get more,
Dear God. I just saw that, and he just went flying. It was a crossbar.
Amazing. I want to see that again. After this play, we're going to go watch that again. Juxtaposition Cooper with a 7-yard catch there.
He conserved all of his momentum after being blocked and just used it right afterwards.
It was the sack, right? Yeah, I gotta see this. Oh my God! Oh, that's the best. Oh, number 97 took his Tucsonade today. That's outstanding. That makes me so happy.
Number 97.
Do you think there'll be a stream after Takeover?
Physics.
Probably not. Probably not. I'm kind of just like, I'm good. Sorry. No, we'll do. Oh, and he airs it out. What a catch! Oh, why don't they just show who that was? That was Marty Nobles. 71 yards total on the game. That is a huge catch. Just looks over his shoulder, grabs it. The defender played too far out.
And for 5 minutes, he will not be called Farty Nobles by the children of the Bully Factory.
Farty Nobles. Yeah, it's amazing they made it all the way to the game. But that's Bully Factory for you.
Bully Factory travels.
Gonna hang on to it, slide for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Clock continues to run. 3:16 left in this game. And Salmon Sons are going to ice it.
You really didn't hear me when I said that Bully Factory travels well.
Apparently not. It also helps that all the municipal fields are like a lot of them are walking distance from each other.
Part of this is more just the fact that it's like field day practice. This is what the bully school does. They send them out to different places to heckle people.
They're like the hooligans. And Skip Booth hanging on to that one. Enough for a first down, 5 yards on that. 1st and goal for Salmon Sons. And every time they run the ball, the clock continues to tick. 2.5 minutes. I'm looking at the countdown to Takeover on my other monitor, and I gotta say, we might be timing this perfectly.
You glad for that overtime then?
I certainly hope not. Good God.
Well,
That means it's gonna be overtime.
will be a heck of a shame if Rancho Robusto got good in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, they need to get good.
Absolute
Booth
travesty.
hanging on to it. Gets 5 yards on that one. 2nd and goal. And Rancho Robusto with 2:02 to go call their first timeout. Salmon Sons would effectively ice this game with another touchdown. And it's 3rd and goal. Elton Rooney, 4 yards. Ball is on the 1-yard line. Not even. It's just basically, it just needs to be the quarterback lean for that one. Pitch play. Oh my God. Oh God, what is he doing? Oh, Lou Houston takes the longest time. And Salmon Sons will bring out the field goal unit with 1:56. Elton Rooney strained his pec on that one. Field goal is up and good, 17-7. And it is still a lot to ask.
This was the plan all along, was that to get Rancho Robusto tired, take out all their timeouts, and then just let them wheeze.
It's true, they are the plus-sized Wearhouse.
Are we sure that this isn't the Bully Factory in Salmon Sons uniforms? Because that's a perfect teasing maneuver.
I mean, to be fair, all the kids in South Tucson are pretty much jerks.
That's why we have the Coke Zero segment.
Yeah. And that's a return for Oscar P. Mayman. And the drive's got to be a quick one. Louisville Sinkhorn. Oh, no, there's a flag on the play.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, could Salmon Sons be shooting themselves in the foot here?
Somebody shot themselves.
We've seen it before.
Automatic first down.
We've seen it before where this is just come back to bite teams. These needless, careless penalties.
In the head. And then they write a note about shooting people in the arm, leg, torso, and head.
And Sinkhorn, a lot of time with that football. A lot of time. Chucks it downfield. And it's incomplete. Joel Moyer, I guess, would be the...
Joel Moyer.
Joel. We're going to go with Joel Moyer. Joel Moyer.
Joel Moyermo.
And Sinkhorn again dropping back on this one. Chucks it off balance. Oh, it was caught but dropped. 3rd and 10. Minute 32 to go. This could effectively be the game, these next 2 plays. Robusto working out of the shotgun. Ball is spotted on the 41-yard line. Then he dumps it off. Needless cut by Jared Marks. 3-yard gain. It's 4th and 7. The game is on the line with this play. This is essentially the game. Rancho Robusto down 10, 4th and 7. Minute 15 to go in the game. They chuck it. It's caught for a touchdown. Ray Martindale, 38 yards.
Roll damn Robusto.
And no counting out this team.
God dang.
The kids representing the Fat People Wearhouse of clothes.
Fat People Wearhouse of clothes really should be there.
It's what everyone refers to them as. Rancho Robusto have made this a 3-point game, and we get an onside kick with 1:11 to go. Let's see if this onside kick can be successful. Looks like, nope, Salmon Sons are going to fall on it. Desi Osborne.
The one time they need their kicker to be awful.
Right. And it looks like...
This interview was really awful.
Yeah. And it looks like Rancho Robusto will just fallen short.
I do want to see how they onside kick in this game if they're terrible at it.
I mean, they're fine. They're normal onside kicks.
Yeah, I was curious if it because all the settings are now really low, the onside kick would just go like 5 yards.
Yeah. And effectively victory formation for Salmon Sons. It was a valiant effort. Rancho Robusto got very close. They're going to rush that one. Skip Booth for a gain of 7. And that is going to be the end of the game. Rancho Robusto dropped to 0-2. Salmon Sons Gazebo Repair 2-0. So their season getting started the right way. Skip Booth is to play your game. Look at that stat line: 144 yards, a touchdown, 3 catches. I think there was another receiving touchdown on that one. And that is going to be it from us. What a game! Sam and Sons Gazebo Repair next week have a home game against You Need a Clown, and you better believe that's going to be a televised game. It's going to be a rematch from last season's final. Sam and Sons, You Need a Clown. It should be a great, great game. I think we got the BCC CSC Challenge next week. Do we? Did we do that? Did I do that? Was that a thing I did? I don't know if that's a thing I did. I should have written that down if I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hot damn, I did do that. I forgot I did that. And there's 4 games that are BCC versus CSC teams. So there you go. We'll have that next week. Rancho Robusto 0-2. Looking to get their first win. They're taking on Nothing But Borscht Food Truck, who also are 0-2. So someone's got to get their first win in that game. That's, of course, before everybody starts conference play in week 4. So that's going to be it for us. Thank you all for joining us. Let me put up the old logo right there for you. Thank you to Will. Thank you to Roll for joining us. And, yeah, enjoy TakeOver, everyone. We're starting just on time. And, yeah, it's not doing anything right now. It's just got I got the fireworks. And everybody enjoy TakeOver. Enjoy the Survivor Series. And we'll see you after the weekend.
This has been a broadcast on AM 1400 The Growler.
And 89.3 FM The Bone. This has been South Tucson Youth Football. Good night from South Tucson.